In world history, it has happened, but in the history of your own life, it maybe is not as common when someone who has been your enemy becomes your friend. I mean, it is hard to make things right again. It's hard to undo what you've done when you're the one who acted like an enemy towards someone else. I wonder if this ever has happened to you on social media where you got really ticked off at somebody and you just let it fly, and those words or that cruel picture or whatever flew electronically away from your phone is something you can't get back. And you feel horrible inside. I mean, you know that you have made a mistake, but it feels too late. Now take that and multiply it by like 1 trillion times when we think about God, because every time we've treated someone else badly, we have disobeyed God. He's the one who's told us that we need to love the people around us and even to love our enemies. So try to undo that. Try to undo all the cruel things that you have ever done in your life. Like, that's impossible. Which makes the words that the Apostle Paul shares with us today even more crazy. I mean, not only can't you make God your friend again, God is the one who's been treated badly and would be the last person himself ever to consider you his friend. But that's exactly what God did. Listen to this. Jesus, true God and true man, made you friends again with God, with his Father. And this all happened through the cross. The cross was the tool which Jesus used to put to death the hostility, the enmity, the anger, whatever it was that existed between me and you and God, because of all the times that we've treated people badly. And once he put to death the hostility, he went and preached peace. He announced peace. Have you ever wanted to feel at peace in your heart? Now, because of what Jesus has done, you have access to the Father. You can actually go into the presence of God and not be afraid. Like, who could ever imagine that, where you'd actually be able to go and talk to somebody that you really, really treated badly from your phone? We've really, really treated God badly. And when Jesus gave up his life, when he experienced all of the anger that God had toward you and me in his own body, and suffered hell, literally hell, an eternity of hell for every human that has ever lived. When Jesus did that for you, it means that now God can be your friend again. Believe it. This is true. It might be hard to imagine that someone could ever become your friend again when you've treated them badly. It's even harder to imagine that that could ever happen with God. And yet, you don't have to imagine it. God has told you that this is exactly what has occurred. He has made you his friend.